think that I think that oh man. You're good in small doses. And it's different people with different types of attributes, which is why they're only good in small doses. Right? So I guess there are some people who I'm here, I sit down and then they start talking and I have to go. This is this is immediately when somebody goes, so they do the same thing every time. I leave. I can that small dose, but that's about 10 seconds of dose. Then there are people who your presence demands something. Oh, okay. Your presence demands certain things that other people are uncomfortable with right now. This is why it's not as easy as it seems, or something's not going as planned in your eyes. So, okay. Oh, this is just Dick here. Oh, okay. So somebody could think that the only thing that you're good for is that. But I tell you what, somebody is. This is a skill when it comes to right. Can I show you something? I just want to show you in detail. This is a skill or a talent, and this is riding. And then there's my. That's it. This could just confirm something that some people could have recently thought I would believe that was coming from me. You're correct. I refuse to be in a commitment. I just refuse to do it. They don't exist. How about that? I know that they don't exist, or I believe that, and it makes it easier because I know the lack of consistency in people. It's mixed with a belief of mine that not everybody's meant to be in commitments. Some people were supposed to procreate, and they were attracted to each other for a reason to have a child. And then what happens is you let outside people in, and they wind up splitting you up. So now they wind up with someone else, someone that they're not compatible with. You do this enough times, and it just causes, yeah, it causes ripple effects in existence. Others, though, were meant to. This is a craft and a skill. This is a skill of passion. This passion doesn't, it's not just when you color. Okay? This shit isn't just when you bake, it's with everything. These types of individuals are meant to have many people in their life. These are the ones who have concubines, whether woman or man. um, I'm I'm one of those people because I can't. This is about 4 hours tops. You'll be able to deal with me, and if we're compatible, like these people here, they commiserate. Then it'll be a great 4 or 5 hours tops, and then I'll just see you. We don't even have to make plans. You don't pencil it in. There are no commitments. Try this. And then it's, oh, I'll wait till I run into them. Don't force running into somebody. Let it happen naturally. How many times do people just happen to be walking past someone's house or their job? We're forcing something. Even those little things that we force will affect the events that come after that, that maybe were supposed to turn out better for you. If you didn't force going down that street, maybe you were supposed to, when you say, I'll see you whenever, stick to that commitment, right? Like, I'll just see it, but you're acting and you're already following them home. This is some crazy woman who said, I'll just see you because the guy was more forward here. That's what I feel. The guy was more forward, and that's what she said she wished that they would be like. And then she had it come to her, and then she pushed it away. It's different when a man decides to chase because he knows that if he doesn't, he's going to regret it. than to feel like I'm being forced. I'm supposed to put more into it than this? I mean, you're making it seem like we've been dating for months, and now this is the next level where I chase. And I may have, if it was that. But I just met you like days ago or even hours ago. There are there are females, chicks, I guess. I don't know what to say about this, who are forcing men to look for them. This is I don't show up. This is sitting across the street to see if they show up for a meeting or a date, whatever you call it in whatever country you're in. This feels real manly. It does, because I can speak from a real woman's perspective. As a real woman, I wouldn't waste my time. I would have to assess the person in person. I'm gonna judge someone that I have no commitment with. I'm not even sure what their last name is yet, by how who they talk to and how they move, as if I'm the perfect side here. That's what kills me. They'll put themselves in the position of, well, I have the right to do this because I'm looking out for myself, as if you are the better choice of the two beings. Somebody has a detective or an investigator in their family who used to do this. Now it feels like a male. Gadgets and the tornado in reverse. Honestly, I don't feel like you use them. Please don't bring anything out. Yeah, not. I refuse. I refuse. You won't put anything on me, and you won't put anything in me. If you, why? What I'll do is, there could be a male that shows up in my life where this has been a problem. It's not a problem for you, really. It's a problem. You should never have this type of issue as a male, as a man. It has to be who is on the other side. There, it has to be. There's no possible way. This will be the guy that says, I have no problem when you know, he doesn't want to admit that it's that. What is going on? I mean, they look like women. I'm attracted to them. This one's saying no. Hmm. I refused to use toys. I refuse to use it. You have a dick. We are using that. I'm sorry, and I will make sure that it works. That's as it won't, or it just won't happen. And nobody has to feel bad about it. But why do we have these things? We walk around with holes, they walk around with things to fill them, yet we wind up settling down, having kids, and being with one person for an extended period of time. If we can lose, and maybe that's a thing that has to happen, and why people are kind of dealing with things right now. Maybe there has to be this acceptance of, I may have to adhere to this, or I don't have to adhere to it, but I have no choice but to say that if that's a choice of someone's, that's their choice. Maybe people have to learn to be more loose when it comes to those types of attachments. I may have to share you. Maybe the kind of people who attract each other like this for situations like this are those that don't get sick. I don't have to worry about that. And it could just be that there are some people where they can't have kids. It would be some things like this. I wonder if the women and the men who can't procreate are the, I know I wouldn't say the special ones. That's not fair to say. Are those that are supposed to live that more of an open lifestyle. You are probably, and it's probably killing you. Why do I feel like I'm being pulled in different directions? Why do I feel convicted, but I didn't do anything? It's different. It's not really conviction. It's dis-ease. Why wouldn't you want? It's like going to the ice cream shop and there being 60 flavors, and you only getting the same one with the same comb, with the same topping, never trying anything different. Your life becomes boring and mundane. You can buy things to try to cover it up. Yeah, you can buy trampolines and you can build tree houses and shit, and then let's have another kid, and then that's another tree house, and that's more money. And we're supposed to have sex with each other in a certain way after this. Now you got kids running around slamming doors, shitty diapers. Fucking dude's going to work, chicks, whatever it is, or you're going to work and he's home. I don't know. If you spend too much time explaining that, this will never work. You're not one of those people. This is, I really don't have much to say. I'm not going to tell you the shitty parts of my day because it's going to ruin this. You can't be around each other for extended periods of time like this when you're both like this. I don't believe it. I don't believe that that means you'll be in a better commitment. I think that that means that eventually, you know how they say that people like this, they wind up being enemies first and then friends or even something greater. You two will go back to being enemies if that's the case here, because these are usually two strong-minded people. It will be difficult for some. You have no choice. You don't have a choice when that's somebody else's wishes on the other side. Libonel. LOL. Somebody could have laughed when you said this. Live bold and Lev. What does Lev mean? I know it's someone's name, but this is actually every time. I'm horrible at charging things. Okay. Lev is named for boy, a person who has humor and is funny most of the time and has a weird laugh. Okay. Lev. Oh, love. Which stands for love you. Well, gay or queer. Let's just say this. Live. We'll say that. It is well, with like anything in life, you would. I mean, you don't have someone. I had a great conversation with him, even though he had open wounds. We had a soul connection, so I banged him. It's important that while you allow yourself to be advised or given advice by somebody, that you make your own decisions too. You can't just be led blindly by somebody. They could have a sense of humor that you don't get. It's like I did. I just somebody threw acid on their face because they were manipulated or told this is like drinking the juice. And and just following orders. I mean, they're not even in the same boat. One, you're under some type of hypnosis of order and command, and then another one is free will. And I forgot. There it is. It happens for a reason. Yeah, I'm very calm. I always feel more calm when I talk about this because not many people speak about this. It's always pro marriage. You have to get married. You have to have kids. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do shit unless I feel like doing it. I don't have to do anything. I can adhere. I can make those decisions based off of what's around me constantly, which is starting from Monopoly and life, going towards what other games and stuff did we have that could be seen as programming towards consumerism, they would call it, which is just buying shit and then feeding the beast of the system. This is a beast that everybody fed. You're absolutely correct. Whatever this matrix is, this existence here in our world is a beast now, and it's a financial beast. It's a narcissistic, tyrannical beast. It is a judgmental beast. It is a greedy beast. It is an envious beast. So there's something here that grew to, it feels like all of five, the six deadly sins. I do not believe about that. There's two I'm leaving out just because what would you do without it? Let me see. Let's just see what the well, let's see what the definition is of vanity or a synonym. Excessive admiration of one's own appearance and achievements. It's the same thing, right? This God will tell you that that's a deadly sin, which would mean I want you to love me and I want you to talk about my achievements and what I do for you. I don't want you to take any credit for it, though. Same thing with the government. We're gonna give you benefits, right? We're gonna breadcrumb you. We know that most of you, we know you're sovereign. We know that you have the choice free. There is nothing else. We know this. We don't want you to know about spiritual law. We created these laws over time to create a different stage for you than the stage that we're on. And then we observe and we monitor. And at some point that became, okay, that's what it is. It's known. What are we going to do? But because everybody started talking about it and everyone on social media and movies kind of putting their own 2 cents in, but nothing really getting handled, just gave them ideas. And it gave them more power because nobody stands up and says anything. And then it got to the point where if you did, you will pay. And certain people who had certain types of lifetimes are like, cool. Some of us, we wouldn't know how to live without some type of pain and torment. So you're telling me I'm pain free today? Yeah. What do I do? I feel antsy this way. I am careful. I mean, I do feel like when I say these things, there's some type of thing that brings me. And then how about this? I'm going to take a break from this for a moment, but this is how it will be. I don't even think I need to elaborate on this. This is live boldly, but respectfully. Yeah, this like let's meet up at 3:30 in the morning on the church steps with two friggin' strap-ons of 12-inch fucking hot pink, you know what I mean, just to prove a point. I, no, why? You're degrading yourself. Forget about the steps at the church. I mean, that I agree with. It's yourself. Why would you do that? This is what I got. You think it's possible that the magnetic field is the complete opposite? Or it's in such an opposite place, we'll say, that the law of attraction could be affected by this, or wishing what we believe is could be the opposite? What if all of this law of attraction and attracting things effortlessly was a thing when this electromagnetic field wasn't so tampered with and so fucked up? Let's say it's like this, and now it could be like this, but they keep throwing that ripple card out. Yeah, I started wishing for poverty. I did that tonight, so we'll see how it goes. And I said I get everything I wish for, but I never took into consideration how important the field is. I don't know if there are people who recognize this and now but they will now. We're at 20 minutes already, and I don't feel like talking. This will be, all right, this thing, I have to put this out there. This thing, like what we work together when it comes to sex, is what else is there for some? Let's say this. Let's say I'm established, you're established, or I do all right, you're all, or whatever it is. It feels like these are people who commit to themselves. That's what it is. You're loyal to yourself. once you're that loyal to yourself, I don't feel like you need a commitment. Well, we will try to make it so though. Like, you could tell that you're just someone that needs to be out there. I move different. I go from one place to another. I hop around. I shop around for somebody. I like being that person that doesn't have to answer to anybody. But I don't want to feel like a prostitute. Then don't. The only way you're going to feel like a prostitute is if you spend time with someone who says things ever so cleverly to kind of force that narrative, make you feel like that about yourself so that they can never get that thrown in their face. These are not friends. This isn't even an acquaintance. This is somebody where you're supposed to wash your hands of this person. Yep.